Well, good morning, everyone. I hope we're all doing well. Welcome to the stream. What I'm hoping, actually, will be the most action-packed and biggest stream we've ever done. There's so much news today, chat. Honestly, and I'm so excited to be talking about all these great deals with you. So to start us off, got quite a fun question for you. Let me know which transfer so far this summer has gotten you the most hype. Which transfer has taken you on a roller coaster? Let's see what we're saying already. Good morning, Cubis. Good morning, Unk. Hope we're doing well, mate. United need to get one signing this week and two more before the end of July. Otherwise, United won't be ready for the City game. Mate, let me tell you, I think this week, as the title suggests, we'll be seeing a double signing at Manchester United Football Club. I really do believe it. United are skint, says Leon. Maybe. I disagree. I think we're actually outperforming ourselves money-wise right now. But hey-ho. Good morning, Jonathan. Hope you're doing well, mate. Give it 1 minute. Let some people filter through, and then we'll get going. Unk says, no Ugarte and Ligt, no outgoings. A total redo of last season. Love United, but we're in trouble. Mate, I swear, just a few streams ago, you were so hype about United. Where's that energy gone? Stay consistent. Have faith in the club. 6 whole days without a transfer. People going crazy. Premium, mate, I love that you're back. Give it 1 more minute, chat, then we'll get right into the stream. Just give us 1 more minute. Okay, shall we get right into this, everybody? Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the MPB Morning Show. I'm your host, Alex, at Alex Talks All, and the next 7 days might just be the most important week in Ineos's short-term reign of Manchester United so far. The Ligt deal is potentially dead and collapsed, while we instead focus on deals on a brand new double signing featuring potentially Mazraoui, Chadlabar, Ugarte, Fofana, David De Gea, Amrabat, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Jadon Sancho. Chat, there is so much to be talking about today, and if you're excited as I am to get into it, then please smash that like button and get involved in the chat down below. It is a family, it's a community here on the MPB Morning Show, and as always, we're looking to grow this community. So if you're enjoying the stream or you're looking forward to the stream, make sure you smash that subscribe button. We're aiming for 10,000 subs by the end of the summer. Good morning, everyone. I hope we're all doing well. Good morning, Simon. Good morning, Saha. The new management has increased our expectations by too much. The new management are performing so well, we're expecting things of them that are genuinely impossible. That is the standard Ineos have set right now. But first, you know what? It's in the title, De Ligt deal off. Is it? Well, look, over the last few days, we've been receiving reports from Plettigol, from Christian Falk, from a lot of German outlets like Bild, that there's quite a difference in valuation between Manchester United and Bayern Munich over the De Ligt deal. Let's see Plettiberg's report. He said, so far, Manchester United are offering significantly less than 40 million euros for Matthijs De Ligt. Bayern have rejected every offer so far. They are firm about not negotiating on this. United or another club have to pay 50 million euros plus bonus payments. The Ligt sales price is an important internal issue. Important point there. In this regard, Max Ebrel must and should remain firm. And the last bit, that is an opinion. That's Plettenberg's opinion. Plettenberg's opinion. So we'll ignore that. But 2 really big key parts of this report. A negative one to start off with, or another club. The entire time, in regards to De Ligt, his only club in his mind which he wants to go to is Manchester United Football Club. Whether it's the culture we have, the team that we have, or even when it comes to Erik ten Hag, everything is there to bring him to the football club. It just makes sense. The fact that's been included in opens the door for other clubs to come in and swoop in. The same thing with the Euro deal. We didn't pay the money. Real Madrid didn't pay the money for Lenny Yoro. He got cold feet. He didn't think that he was wanted that much. Matthijs De Ligt has seen us act quicker, more efficiently, and with more purpose with our money towards Lenny Yoro than himself. How do you think that's making him feel? So far, he's holding steady, he's holding firm. I don't know how long he can last like that, though. That's a bit of an issue. But again, that's a bit of a negative way of saying it. Could we be losing out De Ligt to another top club who are going to swoop in? PSG have been mentioned. I'm sure Chelsea, the king of centre-backs, will be looking there. So look, we'll keep an eye on other teams. Keep an eye on other clubs. The other more positive part of that report, De Ligt's sale price is an important internal issue, which suggests there's a little bit of animosity between the club about whether they should sell him for cheap or sell him for the 50 million euro, which they're holding firm on at the moment. Remember, they need to sell. De Ligt needs to be sold to bring in Jonathan Tah, one of their main targets this summer. That needs to happen. So at some point, it's a game of give or take. Who's going to budge first? I'm bloody well hoping it's not Manchester United. But let me know, chat. Do you think United should be paying up the full 50 million euros, the full asking price? Should we be paying that? Let me know. Let me know. But again, a little bit more of a nail in the coffin. Simon Stone, at a ridiculous time last night, dropped the report that talks around Matthijs de Ligt to Manchester United have failed to reach a positive conclusion. The really ominous word there is conclusion. Again, I mean, we all know the English language. Conclusion very obviously means the end of things. It could be the end of the Manchester United Matthijs de Ligt saga. Before I get into that and my personal opinions on that, let's see what you're saying about it. And let me know, do you think it's the end of the saga? Are we moving on from de Ligt the same way we moved on from Banter? Let me know. Good morning, Israel. Hope you're doing well, mate. People need to be patient. Got two great signings in it early, but it's going to take time and patience to change other clubs' perception of our new negotiating stance. Jonathan Ball, you're spot on there, mate. Absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on. Premium, standard, let the clubs negotiate. Agreed. Both Ugarte and De Ligt will be done, like Euro, and timing on Xerxes, very little leaks, so journalists keep guessing and recycling. This isn't, I think the Simon Stone is from the club. He is a club journo. That is my issue around this deal. If it was, say, I don't know, the Muppeteers, if it was, I don't know, even Fab, Orny, I'd be a bit more, positive about it. But the fact that it's Simon Stone, the club's BBC mouthpiece, very much they control the narrative there. I'm starting to get a bit concerned, chat. Matthijs de Ligt might not be a strong option for Manchester United this summer anymore. I'm starting to get concerned because I can see us moving on. Trevor Chalobah, a cheaper, more viable option, a homegrown option, in my opinion, not a bad option, is being thrown around the media more and more at the moment. And I think we could reasonably move on from De Ligt to go on to Chalobah. And before I get into Chalobah, how do we feel about that? I'm expecting not a great response from this chat. How would you feel if we move on from De Ligt to go on to Trevor Chalobah? Chat, let me know. Let me know. De Ligt makes less sense. Now, Yo's here. We only need backup centre-backs now, says Alex. If we get rid of Maguire, though, do you not think you'd bring De Ligt in? Is that what you wouldn't do? I'm not too sure, mate. I'm not too sure. G3 Joseph says, I hope that PSG don't reduce the Ugarte price. I'd pay exactly the same price as we paid for Xerxes. We should also get David Hanko past Chalobah for £50 million and whatever Bayern is asking for De Ligt. I like the idea of Chalobah, chat. I really don't mind the idea of Chalobah, to be honest with you. I'd rather miss out on targets than constantly fold to Oppo club's demands. The thing is, though, you can't fold to every single club's demands and just end up with a team full of Trevor Chalobahs. You can't have that. You need top players in top positions, chat. That's sort of my feeling with De Ligt. You need this player. You need this quality player. You have to hope and pray to whatever God you worship that eventually Bayern will crumble, because to me you need that you need that play, you need that leadership, you need those qualities in your side. You do. Simon says De Ligt is more than price set for, so we should move fast forward that deal already, except we ain't got cash flow at the moment. The way we're talking about Ugarte, we have enough cash flow, chat. I genuinely think we have enough cash flow. We do, because I think the sort of lie we were told in this window, I heard it from numerous people who I trust. 30 million net was our budget this summer. Chat, you know what? I don't agree with that anymore. I think I was told a bit of a lie, personally. I don't believe it. Hato seems the better option, says Cubus. You know what? He's young. We've already signed a top young centre-back this summer. I think one too many in that position is a bit dangerous. Jared Branthwaite was my only exception on it because of how good I believe he is. But look, I think with a position as important as centre-back, you need experienced players there, which is part of why I think we should keep having Maguire. It's part of my reason. Chat, let me know. There's over 75 of you in this chat right now. First of all, only 18 likes. Could we please hit 25 likes early on in the stream? I would love that from you today. But also the point I was making there, over 75 of you in the stream, let me know what price you would pay the Matthijs de Ligt. Would you pay Bayern's asking price? Would you pay the full £50 million, 50 million euros, sorry, would you pay that? Or would you pay the £34 million, which Manchester United are currently offering? Chat, let me know down below. Over 80 of you now. I want to see a stream of numbers, and we'll get an idea of what this chat would do. Let me know. Didn't we expect leadership qualities from Casemiro? What happens? The difference between Casemiro is he does have leadership qualities. He brought that to us in buckets last season. No, 2 seasons ago. He brought that in buckets, winning us the Carabao Cup, winning us late goals, bringing the squad together with Rafael Varane, bringing that Champions League mentality. That is what we had with Casemiro. The problem is his body gave out. That was the issue. I love this chat. WY says Chadler is nailed on, and Premium then under him says, please no Chadler. I'm happy with Maguire and Lindelof, or even Neves for that matter. In saying that, the Ligt negotiations in play. Stone article was cleverly worded to avoid giving any clear info. It is true. Stoney is very, very pessimistic. I think if you've been following United news for a long time now, you'll know that. He's a very pessimistic man. So look, I think let's see what Stone's saying. Chat, shall we? Let's wait that out. I know this is going to hurt you, Alex, but the PSG's demand for Ugarte, Onana seems like the better deal. Thank you, Cubus. God, someone finally agreeing with me on Amadou Onana. What a day it is. What a day. Depends on where the money saved goes. I prefer Ligt though. Yeah, that's fair. Gabriel saying can't see us getting Ugarte and Fofana be one or the other. We're talking about the midfield situation so soon, chat. You don't want to miss a beat today. We'll be talking about Fofana, Ugarte, the whole midfield situation, Mazraoui, and how he unlocks Antony, which to me is an absolutely insane idea, as well as so many other names. Jadon Sancho, a load of outgoings, and the clear plan for the rest of the transfer window. All will be revealed on today's stream, chat. Cuba saying, Ligt worth the money, although I hate United paying the full price. His leadership and ball playing ability are way too good to ignore. Jigsman saying, well, he's a Villa player now. I know he is, mate. I know. But I can only dream next season. What is it, Opicic? I think it's how I say your last name, my friend. I hope I've not got that wrong. I am worried. We need to sell players. No one wants to leave. Maguire, McTominay, Lindelof, and Wan-Bissaka, Casemiro, Eriksen. These things take time. We're not going to fold people's demands immediately. The closest thing we've done to that is trying to sell Wan-Bissaka for £10 million, which to me is absolutely ludicrous, chat. That is an insane idea. Point blank, insane. Unlocking Antony when one of our best players was Dallo. Yeah, no, I know. The Mazraoui situation, the more I read about it, the more of a red flag it is to me. I hate the idea of it more and more. It's really scaring me, that deal. It's really scaring that. I'd love the Ligt at United, but we must be tough negotiators, willing to walk away from deals, but we can't miss out on quality. That's the thing. And the Ligt, Batista Ligt, the more I think about it, is a quality deal. But I think I would focus on a left centre-back. Hanko's a name thrown on this channel a lot. Hincape, Jared Branthwaite, again, is a name I would love us to pursue if the price was right. If I could choose between De Ligt and a left centre-back / left-back, I would go for that left centre-back / left-back 100% of the time. Gabriel saying, oh dear God. Just throwing this out there, would people swap Højlund for Watkins? No. Mainly because they'd say no. And also, I think Højlund long-term is a better striker than Watkins. What's up, pal? How you doing, mate? You're doing good. But chat, it's time to move on to the double signing. We've spoken about with the De Ligt deal, Chadler. Trevor Chadler. He, in my opinion, is one half of the potential double signing that Manchester United could make even this week. Let's talk about it, chat. Let's talk about it. So, Trevor Chadler, let's look at that properly. Shall we look at that properly? Let's look. Where is it? Here we go. Ben Jacobs, a man very closely linked to Chelsea, but also linked to Chadler's camp quite closely as well, says Manchester United hold a genuine interest in Chelsea centre-back Trevor Chadler. The defender has been left out of Chelsea's pre-season tour and is likely to leave the London club, who want £25 million for him. To me, outrageous. Outrageous what they've done with him. The disrespect to him, a player who performed well when called upon last season, a versatile homegrown academy lad. The disrespect shown to that man is appalling. I think if we acted like that, I would be horrified. If we acted like that towards the Rashfords, the McTominays of this world, I would be rather disappointed personally. I wouldn't be too excited. But to me, £25 million is a very good deal. Lad, there's no D in Chandler. Sorry, mate. Sorry. Chandler, sorry. There you go. Don't know why I'm using a D in there. Don't know why I'm using a D. I mean, already there's a lot of negativity towards him. He's shambolic. I prefer Maguire. Not good enough for Chelsea. Not good enough for us. Yeah, no, I know. Sorry, chat. Sorry for the D in Chandler. Sorry. Sorry. £25 million seems small. To me, it's a really good deal. It's a really good deal. I think I wouldn't want him as my only other centre-back signing. If we sign Chalobah, I'd want to bring in another left-back, left centre-back, left-back. I wouldn't just have Chalobah. I think that is really quite weak. I don't think you see much improvement. If you get rid of Lindelof and you bring in Chalobah, to me, that is top. I would swap the two in an instant. Swap the two in an instant. I mean, would you? Would you swap Chalobah for Lindelof, chat? Would you swap Chalobah for Harry Maguire? That's a good question. Let's put that to you, shall we? Let's put that to you, because to me, that is the sort of swap you make. He's not a left centre-back. You need another one. If you bring in Chalobah, have to have a left centre-back. But let's ask the question. Would you swap Chalobah for Harry Maguire? I think this is going to be very split. I'll hold off on my opinion with it, especially because you could sell for Maguire for what? 35, 40 million pounds, get 25 million for Chalobah. That's quite a big, you're getting an arguably more versatile, younger, quicker, maybe even more suited to Erik Ten Hag's system centre-back in Chalobah. And you're getting him for a profit, theoretically. You're not saying no. Jonathan Bull saying, I'd offer 18 million pounds max. I think a deal was done for 20 million pounds. I think you're right, Jonathan. I think you're right. 5 million and £5 million add-ons for Chalobah, not more than that. Why not, mate? Why not anymore? Why not anymore? See, all the people who are hyping up the transfer window, where are they at now? Lord, the fact that we can only have one midfielder tells you a lot. Rabiot and Zubimendi backup options. Rabiot is free. Z, mate, have patience. This chat at the moment, last few days, it's been 6 days since we made a transfer. Ever since then, the negativity on this chat is getting more and more and more. It's not Football Manager. It's not FIFA. Deals can't be done like that. Trust this structure. Trust this structure. So far, they have shown incredible nous in the transfer market. Incredible poise. Bringing in Xerxes, getting a discount in commission for him. An undervalued signing there. That is huge already. Look at the Lenny Yoro deal. A deal where every club in the world, no matter what they say, oh, we weren't looking at him properly. Oh, he's too much money. This and that. Whatever excuse they have to pull out their arse, I don't care. I don't care. At the end of the day, not one of them tried properly because they all thought Lenny Yoro would go to Real Madrid, the biggest club in world football according to most people. 15 Champions League, Mbappe, Bellingham, Vinicius Jr., Tchouaméni, Camavinga. You've got superstar upon superstar upon superstar. Rodrigo. I mean, it's insane there. It's insane. And Manchester United beat them to another young signing. And people are telling me after 6 days after that, Manchester United are now washed. Manchester United are awful in the transfer market. We don't know what we're doing. I'm sorry, no. I'm sorry, wake up a little bit. Set your expectations straight. Chat, I respect all your opinions. I get it. I respect it. If you disagree with me, it's fair. It's fair. I do get it. But you have to realise long term, we are building a squad here. We're changing and trying to repair 15 years plus worth of damage from the Glazers, from Ed Woodward, from Murtough. All of those managers, all the way we acted in the market, all of those mistakes, the Angel Di Maria's, they're handing Phil Jones contract after contract after contract. We're trying to solve all of this in one window. And so far, we're doing a brilliant job. Have faith, have patience. Steve-O's saying there is lots of time to get business done. Exactly, my friend. Exactly. Exactly. We all praise them for the Yoro and Xerxes deals, but where are the outgoings? Wait. We could sell them all for cheap now, or we can wait a bit and sell them for more. We have to have patience, chat. Trust me, Maguire, Lindelof are being worked on. I know for a fact the Wan-Bissaka deal is being spoken about. Jadon Sancho recently got spoken to with PSG. Kvaratskhelia and Leao are up on the list. Not every deal can be done that easily. And Richard Arnold, premium, you know I can't. I will not use harsh words on Richard Arnold. I will not. Alex, are you going to talk about Arnold and Murtough Manders when they put 20% of Greenwood sales, not only now, but also on future sales? Nuts. Exactly, mate. Exactly. We will run horrifically. Joel Glazer was a director of football. Avram Glazer also. If you can't understand the damage that would have done to this club, we needed to fix it. I get it. I join the saying here, Alex, I think people are still suffering from PTSD linked with the previous regime. I get that. I get you may think it's the exact same. It's not. It's no longer Glazenomics. Ineos are top. Dan Ashworth is top. Jason Wilcox is top. David Brailsford is top. Blanc is top. Omar Bavada. He's a man more focused on overseeing everything. Only on the commercial side of things mainly. Also looking over the football. And that man still poured his heart out. He was obsessed on the Lenny Yoro deal. He was obsessed. Okay, one more week. And if we hadn't made any outgoings, will you not be worried? Give me 2 weeks. Give me 2 weeks. It's not how you start. It's not even the journey. At the end of the day, in the transfer window, it's how you finish. I will judge this window. Not now. Not in 3 weeks. When the deadline slams shut, then I'll make my judgment. That's exactly what I'm going to do. And doing it beforehand, sure, you can express opinions, but you can't be all doom and gloom. You can't also be too positive. I just have hope. And to me, the Chalobah deal would make sense. So far, it's really split 50-50. One of the closest polls we've ever had. Chat, get involved in this. There's over 80 of you in the stream right now. Get involved in this poll. 54% of you are saying so far you would swap Chalobah for Harry Maguire. To me, it makes all the sense in the world. Even I'd swap him for Lindelof. Even better. I think it's more difficult because I think like for likewise, I don't know if we had the funds to, but you know what? I think it makes all the sense in the world. Having the right centre-back options of Chalobah, Maguire, and who else? And Lenny Yoro. Sorry, how did I forget him? While also having Chalobah as cover for the right-back spot. I mean, sorry, chat, that is an exceptional deal. That is exceptional. You could get rid of Wan-Bissaka, bring in Kadioglu, not under the straight of right back, because all the other right backs we're linked to are horrific. I'm sorry, chat, they are. And you know what? Let's talk about the other right back and the man to potentially unlock our worst ever player for Manchester United Football Club. Yeah, saying that again. One of our worst ever players. We're bringing in signing a right back to unlock him. It's Antony, and the player we're bringing in is Mazraoui. And chat, if you're enjoying the stream so far, make sure you hit the like button. After we discuss the right back spot, we're going to discuss the other half of the double signing, going into talks about the midfield. Talking about that in a second. No swap deal, please. Fed up with that rubbish. PG channel, mate, Spidey boy. And when I mean swap deal, I mean a like-for-like replacement. That's what I mean. We wouldn't swap Chalobah with Lindelof. They wouldn't accept it. But we do a like-for-like. So, shall we talk about the right-back spots and Antony? So, we've all heard about Mazraoui. The Guardian reported this morning saying he's a transfer target for us. Yeah, I know it's a bit harsh, but you know what? I'm frustrated about this report. I'm that frustrated. We've heard a lot about him from several journalists from Fabrizio Romano. I believe Plettenberg's spoken about him loads. He was, there's a West Ham report again yesterday. So much talk about Mazraoui from Manchester United journalists. But the real kick in the teeth was from Hurst, Class yesterday and Disco Mirror. So, Disco Mirror, a decent enough journalist. I think I would love some corroboration from it. I think he's accurate at times. I think he mainly speaks to agents, and if any of his sort of stuff goes askew, it's sort of because of that. He reports that Manchester United must first sell Aaron Wan-Bissaka if they want to sign Bayern Munich right back Noussair Mazraoui. Erik ten Hag is keen to be reunited with Mazraoui, with Bayern willing to sell him for around £25 million. United are hopeful they can strike a deal for around £18 million. Chat straight up. After watching more Mazraoui, and also what I'm going to talk about in a second, I would not sell Aaron Wan-Bissaka to bring in Mazraoui. Not a chance in hell. Let me know if you would. Let me know. The chat is popping off right now. Everyone's getting very, very, very involved. Let me know. Let me know. Would you swap yeses or no's? Over 90 of you right now. Yes or no? Would you swap Mazraoui for Aaron Wan-Bissaka? To me, it's a big no. I'll tell you why in a second. But looking at the report, in some positions, we're in a sell to buy stage. Midfielder is the only other position right now we can finance without selling a player directly. There was always the opinion that Scott McTominay was a man who would be sold. The more I'm hearing from people, the more I'm hearing United want to keep Scott McTominay and they're making an effort to. I think it's being pushed by Erik ten Hag. I can't confirm that. But there is a real desire at Manchester United to keep Scott McTominay and to finance a move for a midfielder out of their own pockets. Let's see what you're not saying. No to Maz. No, no. Yes, says Dan Mazungu. Sunya Saha says no, no way, no, never. No, yes. You lot are saying you would not. You lot are agreeing with me, which I'm taking as a lot of as a quite a big compliment right now. We don't always agree, chat. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. Not in a million years will I do that swap. Yeah, that's fair. Mazraoui as a profile is not too bad. Problem is injury, so I wouldn't sign him. Yeah, that's fair. That's really fair, mate. I think the injury record terrifies me. We've already suffered at left back, at centre back, and everywhere apparently with injuries. Signing another injury-prone player is laughable to me. It's a horrible idea. Thoughts on the new kits? They're stunning, mate. Plenty, they're absolutely stunning. You'll be seeing me wearing them very, very, very soon. I would sell Aaron Wan-Bissaka for Vanderson. Even then, I wouldn't. Even then. No to that deal. You lot are raising your voices there, aren't you? But you know what? The real nail in the coffin for this deal, the thing that put me off, and I think you lot are all going to laugh with me at this, Hurst Class. A lot of people said it was a troll. A lot of people said it wasn't real, this report. It is. Hurst Class, top journo, works a lot with Dunker at times. I have a lot of respect for him in the business. He typically is superb. He says Erik ten Hag believes the signing of Mazraoui could help to unlock the potential of Antony. Chat, that is the most delusional thing I've ever heard. It is an outrage because that is a key motivator to that deal. Erik ten Hag will have agreed to it and pushed it because of this. I promise you. It's not a mistake. It's not a coincidence that every player we're linked to, that every single player, some of them, have worked for Ed Ten Hag before, that is pushing for them. He's injury prone. It makes no sense. He's a direct replacement for Dalot profile-wise. He offers us nothing different. All he believes is genuinely, Mazraoui and Dalot are so similar, Dalot would be able to get the best out of Antony. But Erik ten Hag, because of sentiment, because of delusion, because of maybe the sunken cost fallacy into Antony, believes that he can somehow get the best out of him with Mazraoui, which to me, no. I think it's absolutely mental, chat. I think it's true, is the worst part. And it sort of makes me, it stresses me out with our recruitment that we're allowing absolute BS to be spouted like that. Oh, Antony will stay locked. He's never going to be unlocked. You can't unlock him unless you absolutely replicate the exact dynamics of the Ajax side. Unless you replicate that completely. And you would need a Frankie de Jong. You would need a very competent left winger who can keep the ball. You would need very different profiles to a Manu, to a Bruno. Bruno wouldn't work. You wouldn't want a Højlund. No, Ten Hag does not have to go. Look, chat, look. He's not have to go. I'm not calling for him to be sacked. I'm not calling for Ten Hag to be sacked. I'm calling for a little bit of common sense, is what I'm calling for. I'm calling for a little bit of karma, a little bit of common sense, and not... Chat, do you know what the sunken cost fallacy is? I mean, I'm going to explain it to anyone who doesn't know. It's when you've sunk so much time, so much energy, so much money into something that you don't want to back out, that you think it's... You can't give up on it because you've given so much effort, energy and money to it and time. You can't back out. Ten Hag needs to cut on his losses. He needs to fold. At the moment, he's trying to go all in. The man needs to fold very, very, very quickly. Difference is Ajax are playing Farmers and we're in the Prem. Yeah, fair. People still think Erik ten Hag decides on signings by himself as tucking Fiopas. No, but he's pushing for them. He's pushing for that Mazraoui deal. He's pushing for it. This report explicitly says it. Explicitly. And Hurst Class is top. He is top. He is top. No more Dutch or Ajax players at United. It's ridiculous. You know what? I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I don't mind bringing them in if the logic behind it makes sense. Not for this reason. Not for this reason. It makes no sense to me. Makes no sense. Premium lazy journalism that. Dallo will clearly be first choice. How would Mazraoui unlock Antony? I don't think it's lazy journalism though. I don't think it is. I think Hurst is top. I think Hurst is absolutely top. So chat, yes or no's again. Get involved in the stream. Get involved in the chat down below. Would you get Mazraoui to unlock Antony? And another question, more for my humour here. Do you think it is possible to unlock Antony dos Santos? Let me know. Let me know. Let's see what you lot are saying about him. Did they play together at Ajax's Cubis? Yes, they did. Hope Xerxes scores like 30 plus goals and saves our asses at Opicic. He's not a man to score 30 goals. And you know what? He won't need to save our asses. He won't need to. He won't need to. I think next season we do really well. I think, Sosa, how you doing, mate? How you doing? That's not true. I've seen him play well for Brazil in a whole different system. International football, you can't really sort of equivalate it to club football. I think it's so much more duel-based, 1v1 based. I think it's so much more moments-based, which you know what Antony can thrive off of. He just doesn't like doing it at club football because the defensive structure is a little bit too rigid there. And that's the issue. Antony doesn't really thrive in a non-possession-based, in a non-Cruyffian-based system against a low block. Antony can't thrive. He can't thrive. I don't think he can. Jonathan Ball says, it's mind-boggling when you try and think about it. Your club assessed him as a £30 million player. The manager says, can we get him? And then your recruitment team pays £85 million instead of saying no. You know what? It's mad. It's mad. ZM Antony 40 goal assist a season with Maz. No chance, mate. No chance. No chance. Both the class. That's what I thought this was all about. Clearly it isn't. Oh, you know what? We're going to fall out stream today. Look, I think if we do send Mazraoui, I will allow criticism of Ineos. I will allow it very happily. Can we please move Antony on to anyone willing to take him? Think a pair of socks is a fair fee. Chat, what club do you think would reasonably pay for Antony? And also, fun question, what fee would you pay for Antony? Right now, if you were, I don't know, another top club looking at Antony, look, you need a right winger. Lille, Nice, I think some other French clubs, Marseille maybe, are looking for another right. No, they have Greenwood now. Are looking for a right winger. Who would you bring in? Would you bring in Antony? And if you would, how much for? How much would you buy him for? Pair of socks to me. To me, it seems fair. Ahmad starts on the right and Garnacho starts on the left. End of story. Marcus Rashford would like a word, my friend. Marcus Rashford would like a word. Chat, you lot have been super consistent staying in here with me today. I really appreciate all your support. If you're enjoying the stream so far, we're 8 likes away from 50 likes. I would love to hit that target today. All your support is so appreciated. So chat, give us 1 second. We're going to move on to the midfield signings. Manuel Ugarte and potentially some exclusive news about Yusuf Fofana I am going to be bringing to you today, chat. Make sure you get involved. Make sure you stick about for that. Last sort of update on Antony Mazraoui. Let's hear what you lot are saying. Antony, £45 million is fair. Half that. £25 million max for Antony. Think he'd do well in a very transitional league like the Bundesliga. Have you seen Antony in transition? No. Not a chance will he do well in transition. He's useless at it. He's absolutely useless. I'm sorry. No. Antony suits a really big possession-based side. I'm sorry. No. Rashford declining, sadly. Boys, you watch Marcus Rashford next season. You watch him. Watch him thrive. He is going to be a superstar. An absolute bona fide superstar. Promise you. Antony will only have interest from Saudi. He can leave for £40 million. Again, half that. But chat, shall we move on to the midfielders? And first, we're going to be focusing on Manuel Ugarte. Pletigol has said Manchester United have already made several verbal offers for Manuel Ugarte, but they have been too low. PSG is still demanding at least £59 million. Negotiations are ongoing. Again, we've spoken about this on the stream before. Let me know if your opinion has changed, but I think we all know £59 million, €70 million is a bit too steep for Manuel Ugarte. Chat, let me know yes or no in the chat. Do you agree with that? Do you agree? Do you agree? Some more Ugarte news if I can find it. Let me see where was it. I was reporting from Fabrizio Romano this morning saying again we're still talking to Paris Saint-Germain. We're still locked in conversation with them, but still the 70 million euro fee is not budging. It's not budging at all. Even though we've agreed personal terms, Ugarte's not pushing too much. We're still sort of stuck at an impasse. It's interesting because the £59 million fee disagrees with what I've heard. I mean, look, I'm not Fabrizio Romano. I'm not anyone like that. I'm not going to have that sort of intel on United. But what I hear is that it will eventually settle at around 40, 45. That's what I'm hearing. I mean, I wasn't told euros or millions. Again, I spoke to Graham Bailey the other day on the Attacking Football podcast. If you haven't watched me on that, make sure you go watch me there. So much United news in there. You don't want to miss out on that. Again, he said on there that 45 million pounds is where it's going to come to. That's sort of the fee it's going to be looking at. And that, even to me, is a bit steep. I think 35, 40 million pounds is the max we should go. 45 is a bit too much for me. A player brought in from Sporting to Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain, the place where young players, even more than United, go to die. Think about it. Gonzalo Ramos, Xavi Simons. You've got, hell, even not Kylian Mbappe, no, that's wrong. But all these top young talents sort of die deaths there at the moment. Paris Saint-Germain is a graveyard for young players with high ceilings, high hype. They don't really perform there. So to me, the same way United, when we sign a young player, it doesn't go very well, like a Mason Greenwood, like a, I don't know, an Antony, the fee drops drastically. Why shouldn't Ugarte's? Why shouldn't Ugarte's? It's a fair market price to buy him for cheap. Fair market price. Cheers, Jonathan, mate. I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate it. Graham's great. Graham is a great guy. Absolute great guy. Give him a follow on, on his platforms. Zaire Emery as well. Exactly, mate. Exactly. Kang Lee, like, you've got so many other young talents who are just, it's a graveyard for it. It's worse than United, honestly. So look, when it comes to Ugarte, I think that's a deal that the more that time goes on, if it doesn't get done this week, I would be surprised to see PSG budge anymore. They do need money. They're going after Osimhen. They're going after a left winger. One of Kvaratskhelia, one of Leao, maybe even Jadon Sancho. They're looking to buy João Neves very, very soon. They need money. They do need to budge at least a little bit. It's just, do they budge enough for Manchester United Football Club? It's whether that happens. Chat. That's the kicker. But you know what? Speaking about a cheaper deal, someone who's from the French league, but also French, another physical monster is Youssouf Fofana of Monaco. Now, I had some information about this man. I mean, I think the channel here, the chat, we're all quite big fans of him. Let me know if we are. I think we are. I think we quite like him. Chitty Joe saying we are back to Morten Højlund for a 6 as per Jack Talbot. A new report just 15 minutes ago. Let me ask Jack about that. Give me a second, chat. Let me have a nose. Let me have a nose. Stick with me for a second, chat. Stick with me. Let me have a second. I'm going to see if I can find something out. 15 minutes ago, did you say? You sure? Mods, can you find that for me, please, and send it to me? Can you find that report? How's Fofana? Is he at number 6? So, first of all, let's look at the report for Fofana, and I'll do a little deep dive. I'm quite familiar with him. We'll do a deep dive, and also dropping some exclusive news I've heard about Fofana to you lot. Di Maurizio broke the news yesterday. Let me find it. He said Manchester United and Atletico Madrid have edged the race for Youssouf Fofana alongside AC Milan. Monaco are asking for 35 million euros. That's the report that broke it. United and Atletico Madrid, and again, AC Milan are the club closest to it. Dylan McBennett, a very good friend of mine, an attacking football journalist himself, He broke the news. He's very close to Fofana's camp. He broke the news that while AC Milan have agreed personal terms, everything's agreed with AC Milan. Everything's agreed. They haven't finalised the deal just yet. That isn't done. It's not done and dusted. It's not all sorted just yet. Which does leave space for United and Madrid to open up conversations. Fabrizio Romano has said that there are internal conversations going on about Fofana and that Ugarte and Amrabat are still the main targets. What I'm hearing is that contacts opened between United and Fofana again yesterday. Those contacts started. I don't believe club-to-club contacts have happened properly yet. I don't think that's happened fully, but I do know it's going through intermediaries, and I do believe the agents and the clubs and United are talking. Fofana views United as a legendary club. That was reiterated to me yesterday. And if that doesn't tell you enough about Fofana's interest in Manchester United, in wanting to come, if we make our move, we would royally screw over AC Milan once more. Poor Zlatan, man. Poor Zlatan. We would really hijack all of his deals. I feel quite sorry for him, actually. I do feel quite sorry for him. Just ruining his summer. Just ruining him. Have they even signed another striker? I don't know, man. I don't know. They would want to murder us. But that's what I want to do. I want Manchester United to be that club. I want us to be that club. Fine. Thank you, Jonathan. I want to be that club that frustrates other clubs, that gets the deal done, that hijacks the other deal, that is the big fish. There's always a bigger fish, but I don't think there's a bigger fish than Manchester United in the sea at the moment. I think we're the blue whale. I think that we're the great white shark. Honestly, the fact that we beat Madrid to a transfer should tell you enough, don't you think? They signed Morata? Of course they did. Of course they did, honestly. Let me pop Talbot a message. Let me pop him a message. Is it Hoyland? Is what it was. Was it Hoyland? Stay with me for a second, chat. Stay with me. Sorry, chat. Sorry. Zlatan can buy McTominay instead. Oh, dear God. Imagine that. We get Fofana, we send them Scott McTominay. But look, let's talk about the Fofana deal more properly and more in depth. To me, when I look at that deal, I see it right now at 30% chance of happening. 30% chance. Mate, come on. Because of one hijack where we overpaid, suddenly with a great white shark, yes. Xerxes, Euro, both in my opinion hijacks. Going after Fofana where if we want to, if we decide, that player is ours. Promise you. I think we've probably spoken to them to say just stall a little bit. Wait a week. Delay it. All the Milan outlets are telling Fofana, talking about Fofana, saying they want to get the deal done quickly. They're scared of a hijack. They're scared of Atletico Madrid. But I really think they're far more scared of Manchester United, to be honest with you. But yeah, sorry, Fofana. That deal, I see it being a viable deal. I see it happening if we want it to. So far, I think, as Fab has said, we would rather get Ugarte. We would rather bring in maybe an Amrabat. But I think I would be happy with a midfield window of Fofana and Amrabat. I don't know about you lot, but I'd rather not overpay for Ugarte, bring in Fofana, get in a Ligt, get in another left centre-back, and be able to then spend big next summer on a top midfielder without crowding our midfield through of quite bang average squad players. That's what I do. I mean, I'll ask you lot. Would you be happy with the midfield signings being Fofana and Amrabat? I'm expecting a no from you lot here, but I think that's a very, very, very viable option. I think it's very viable because Fofana, cheap. We can spend on the Ligt. We can spend under the centre-back. We can sort everything out. Fofana is the prototypical double pivot sort of player. He is a monster, chat. If you haven't seen him play, get to know. He's so exciting. He is a really strong player. I mean, a really poor, easy comparison to make for United fans is Pogba. It is Pogba. And I'm only comparing him into the way he sort of stiff arms players. Remember Pogba sort of putting his arm out, and players trying to reach him, just sort of went, no. No. It's sort of that. He's so powerful. He's so strong. He brushes past players, both when trying to get the ball out of possession and in possession. He dribbles so well. He carries the ball so well. A nice tight turning circle. It looks really pretty. I think he's great on the ball, a great carrier. I'm a bit concerned with his temperament. I've been an advocate for him playing as a lone pivot at Manchester United, being that single pivot, being that lone six, in the way Matic used to do so, in the way if you look across the Premier League, Rodri, Rice. I don't think Fofana can do that. The more I think about it, the more I don't think he can. The more I watch him, the more I watch 90s of him. He's a tad mistake prone. He's a tad excitable on the ball. He's always looking to make things happen constantly. And as a six, you can't always have that. You need that composure. You need that steadiness. You need that readiness as a six. You can't always be trying to go a million miles an hour. You need to drop back to second gear sometimes. Just chill in third. Just cruise along. I think he's a tad too excitable. On the ball, as an anchor, dropping in between the two centre-backs, say on the halfway line, he is a quarterback. He can play to both sides. He can go to the right wing on his right foot, left wing on his right foot. He's not angular biased. He can play everywhere. Balls over the top through the centre. Like, he has everything you want. A great passing range, like a great way to pass as well. I think he's top. He can do what Amrabat does. You know how he sits in when there's not a high press, and sort of picks passes out, drops them everywhere, drops dimes everywhere. Tom Brady-esque. That is what Fofana can do. And that's what I like about him. That's what I really like about him. It's quite inviting. Fofana is a strong lad, but he can't play lone six. He's good for a double pivot. You know what? Fofana and Amrabat works. Fofana and Mainu works. I think maybe Fofana and Mount could work. I'm quite hesitant with that because I'm still scared of Mount's ability to play in a double pivot. You'd have to pair him alongside a Fofana, an Ugarte, or an Amrabat. A mate, good God, that's a ship name and a half. A Mainu, Mason Mount double pivot to me spells disaster. Disaster, mate. That's just far too weak. But I do see Fofana being able to play any double pivots at United. I think he can do it. I think we need Zubimendi on top. I disagree because the thing I also love about Fofana is off the ball. He's a monster. He's quick. He can get there. He's a fast lad. He covers lots of ground. Sure, he's not like Amadou Onana. Hell, he's not even like Ugarte. Both those players use their legs to gather up the ball. Nemanja Matic was a genius at it. Using his width, using his, not wingspan, but leg span to always get the ball. Always put his feet in the right position. That's not Fofana. He'll get right up and nasty with you. He'll throw you off the ball if he needs to. That's Fofana's MO. But it's a nice thing to have. It's equally as effective when he uses it right. So, Fofana off the ball, to me, makes far more sense than Zubimendi. In fact, you know what? I know there's a lot of hype for Zubimendi on Twitter. You go to your favourite tacticos, they're going to be the ones saying, Zubimendi. I don't think he's Premier League ready. Not in a project. I think you throw him in Arsenal, it works. You throw him at City, it works. Not at United. I don't think he works in a Manchester United shirt, not in this Eric Ten Hag system. I don't think it works. Ben Sheaf, is that the Ipswich lad? Or is that the Coventry lad? There's two, isn't there? One of them is the one H always bangs on about. That's one of them. I don't know. I haven't really watched enough to really make an opinion on it, but I know that lad's quite highly rated. I know it's quite highly rated. Rice isn't a lone six either. I tried to play him in 8 with Jorginho Partey at 6. Well, no, I still think Rice played as a very competent 6 at the start of the year. But again, my point proven. Who's the better 6 out of Jorginho and Partey? Jorginho, composure, calmness, picking the right ball always, not always going at a million miles an hour. Same thing as Calvin Phillips at Leeds. The reason he was so good is he had that ability to play the stunning pass, the diagonal, the line splitting passes. He could do that, but he chose them well. I think when he went to City and then to West Ham, injuries ruined him. Injuries ruined him. But you know what? I still think as he's still a top 6 who's got a great eye for a pass. You know what? It's those sort of players who should be targeting, not just Calvin Phillips. I don't want that. I don't want that. But players with the ability to sort of pick out the pass and also just be quite calm on the ball. It's what you need. You need that balance. You need that balance. Fofana, Amrabat, Collier is good for me. I agree. Remember, Collier is coming through, and the more I watch of him, the more I'm getting excited about him. I think he's a top squad player. I think he'll be great. I've got a TikTok coming out on him very soon. Very soon. Partey's the better 6? No. White isn't Premier League ready. That's madness. He's good enough to improve us. On the ball, yes. Off the ball, no. I don't think so. I think he can't go the ground quick enough. I think he's a top tackler. He's just not quick enough to get anywhere. He's not mobile enough. He's too static. You don't need static players in this Erik ten Hag system. My God, is that a recipe for disaster? I'd like to see us look at the Championship more. I agree, Jonathan. I agree with you 100%. 100%. So that's sort of the midfield signing. That is a midfield signing. But we've spoken about this double signing. There's 2 players, the right back and the midfielder, which I think could even be made as early as this week, as long as sales go to plan. 50% of you, half and half, would be happy with the midfield signings being Fofana and Amrabat. Chat, there is over 75 of you in the stream right now. 75 exactly, actually. I want to hear your thoughts and opinion. 1 midfielder, 1 right back. If you had to ensure a double signing to be made, who would it be? Would it be right backs of Mazraoui, Chalobah? Would you bring in, I don't know, a Vanderson? Who would you bring in there? For midfield, Ugarte, Amrabat, maybe even a Højlund even. Let me know. A Fofana. Let me know which double signing you want to be making. Let me know, chat. Let me know. Bro, ask Arsenal fans, Partey is clear of Jorginho. I watched a lot of Arsenal last year. I prefer Jorginho to Partey. And chat, you don't want to be going anywhere. Next up on the stream, we're talking about Manchester United's plan for this window and what we're going to be doing. Make sure you don't want to be missing a second of that, chat. Don't want to be missing a second. And also something about Amrabat I forgot to mention. In a report from Tuto Mercato Web, they said in regards to Amrabat, Fiorentina wants it sorted out quickly, whether that be for a paid loan or a discounted transfer. I would take Amrabat on a paid loan. I'd do it in a heartbeat. That is a deal I would do so quickly. Honestly, that would be a deal of a summer for me. Getting him on a loan for cheap, what? £2-3 million loan fee? Maybe 4, 5? Done deal. I'd do that in a heartbeat. Chat. Do it in a heartbeat. You lot are saying Ugarte, Vanderson, bring. Neves and Fofana, for God's sake. Really, Israel? We're not getting João Neves, mate. I hate to disappoint you, brother. It's just not happening. I also want Frimpong. Frimpong is the last thing I want at my football club, unfortunately. The last thing. Fofana and Coyote. I'm speaking to someone who really likes Coyote. He's the Napoli right back, isn't he? Napolitan. That's what I think he is, if I'm not mistaken. Click like pretty please to ZM. Exactly. Listen to ZM. He's even said pretty please. We're 3 likes away from 60 likes. I would love to hit 65 likes on today's stream, chat. It would mean the world. There's a really good community growing today. I love seeing the same faces back here every day. Not the biggest stream we've ever done, but the same faces are always here. I absolutely love that. Does Amrabat get into this Arsenal City squad? As a backup, yeah. Absolutely. Anton Stack for DM. Freddie, Amrabat, the Ligt. You know what? Kadioglu, I agree with. I would love Kadioglu. Z midfield, Zubimendi, right back. And Vanderson, Stiller for DM. Who's Stiller, mate? You've said it a few times. I've not got a clue who he is. Coyote is a City player, isn't he? I don't think so. Is he not? I don't think he is. I don't think he is. I don't know. Gutierrez from Girona as left back, and Agate, yeah. Gutierrez, again, someone who my good friend Dylan is quite close with. He's someone who would love to come to United given the opportunity, chat. He would love to come to the club. But chat, shall we talk about the plan for the transfer window, where we are going? What are Manchester United's main priorities? In my opinion, looking at the way this one has been conducted so far, it seems to me that we start off every Monday with a scouting meeting. To me, it's how it starts. I don't know why, but it just seems to be the way it goes. We start off with the scouting meeting, and the rest of the week we sort of pursue them, and that's seemingly what's happened here. Rob Dawson from ESPN and Julian Lauren have sort of teamed up for an absolutely superb article and report. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you check both those journals out. Absolutely top journos. They report that Erik ten Hag is still keen to sign a central midfielder, another centre-back, and a right-back this summer. Chat, those are the priorities for Manchester United Football Club. Centre midfielder, centre-back, and a right-back. Let me know your first opinions. Are they right? Are Manchester United right to be pursuing those players? Let me know, chat. Let me know. Are we right to be pursuing them? To me, I don't love the right-back shout. I would rather keep Wan-Bissaka and go after a left-back, go after another left centre-back / left-back. That would be the ideal transfer window for me. Another 8, maybe 2 midfielders and 2 centre-backs. That is my perfect window from here on out. That is it. Amrabat doesn't even make the Liverpool bench. I disagree with that. He must do. Mate. He must do. Even as a backup, no, he doesn't. I disagree. I think Amrabat is a top player when adjusted to the league, which he has now. And when actually used in his next position, not being dumped in and thrown in the deep end at left back, will perform really well, can never settle as a lone 6, dropping into between the centre-backs, which he is brilliant at. He begs and asked Erik ten Hag to be played there. He barely listened to the FA Cup final, where he let Amrabat do that, and look what happens. He was practically the player of the year there, the player of the match there. So look, come on, chat. Come on. Do you think we have the money to make further signings once outgoings happen? Yes. Get some more players out. Get them away from the club. Bring some. Get some fresh blood in. That's the way it's going to be. I can see. I mean, you know what? Speaking of outgoings, Rob Dawson also did an excellent report on this. Manchester United are encouraging offers for a number of senior players to fund further transfer business this summer. United will consider offers for Victor Lindelof, Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Christian Eriksen. Harry Maguire, Scott McTominay, Antony and Jadon Sancho would also be available if United's valuations are met. Let me translate this for you. Lindelof, Bissaka and Eriksen are available on cut price deals. The rest of those names are only available if their true market valuations are met. Why? Because I think we want to get rid of these lads to fund other moves quicker. Lindelof, you can bring in Chalobah. Get rid of Bissaka, you can bring in a right back, a Kaliloglu, hopefully, more likely a Mazraoui. Eriksen, you get rid of him, you can bring in a top midfielder. You can bring in, I don't know, an Amrabat maybe on a loan fee. That's the sort of deal we have to be making. That's why we're pushing to move out these players for cheap, because there's a direct replacement waiting. The other players, if we move out, that's when we can get adventurous. You get rid of Scott, maybe even another midfielder. You get rid of Casemiro, another midfielder as well. Antony, you can maybe bring in another forward. And Ivan Toney is a name we've been speaking about a lot. Jadon Sancho, again, a name we get rid of him. Xavi Simons could be an option for us. It's all about moving these players on for the right price. But chat, do you think any of these players shouldn't be moved on? Or is there a name you would add to that list as someone you would be open to receiving offers for? Some people in this chat don't love Marcus Rashford. Would you have offers for Rashford this summer? Let me know. Let me know, who would you be looking to sell this summer other than those names? Or do you think some of those names should be kept on? Have you seen the Mainu haircut, Alex? Yeah, I have. Looks good. I don't know why people care about it, to be honest. I think it's cold. I don't, if we try and turn him into another Pogba situation, I think that's mental. I think it's mental if you try and turn him into another Pogba. I think it's mental. Because the media are always trying to do it. Already they're trying to do it, chat. Already. If we can't sell Casemiro, we are in for a disaster. I heard some good things on that. I was told some positive things about the Casemiro stuff. Told some positive things. I'll keep it at that, shall I? I'll keep it at that. GT Joe says, I agree with Rob Dawson news that left-back spot should be given to Javier Mas. Amrabat also plays a lone six against Brighton, and we got Easton alive. It was Man City having a bad day, if I'm honest. We are not relegating us beating City in an FA Cup final to them having a bad day. I won't have it. Absolutely won't have it, chat. Will not have it one bit. Will not have it one bit. Won't have it. I think the only two players we can sell is McTominay and Bruno. We can sell so many of these lads. I think at all the players listed, I'll tell you if I think they should go and whether I think they will go this summer. Lindelof, I think he should go and I think he will go. Alvin Wan-Bissaka, he shouldn't go. I do think he'll go. We've lowered his asking price to £10 million. I think West Ham get that deal done. Christian Eriksen, I think he shouldn't go. I don't think there'll be an offer which we deem suitable for him. I don't think he goes. Harry Maguire, 50-50 whether he goes. Also 50-50 whether he should go. Depends on who we bring in. Scott McTominay shouldn't go. And I don't think, based on what I am hearing, I don't think he will go. Antony, oh God. I mean, chat, you can answer this for me. Do I think Antony should leave the club? Do I think they should leave the club? Answer that for me. Jadon Sancho, again, same as Maguire. 50-50, should he leave the club? Yes and no. Maybe. 50-50 if I think he will go. 50-50, chat. It's 50-50. One second, chat. Just chatting to someone. Got some news coming for you, chat. Got some news coming for you. Give me a second, chat. Stay with me. Stay with me, chat. Stay with me. Antony should be in prison, to be honest. Well, that's a bit harsh. Alex, mate, that's just a tad harsh, mate. Just a tad harsh. Fabrizio Romano, Sam Mather signs a new deal. Can't believe Souness played Manu in the Euros, you know. You know, it's Graham Souness, you know. It's Graham Souness. Chat, I can confirm the Højlund news about Jack Talbot's true. It's true. Apparently we are looking at him. Apparently we are having a little look. I think ever since the Ugarte deal was stalling, I think we're asking about it again. I think we were certain we get the Ugarte deal down. It's not going down. I think we're asking about. We're asking about, chat. We're asking about. We're asking about. Which, you know what? It's getting me a little bit excited because I wasn't too keen on Ugarte. The fact that I'm hearing other names like Højlund, like Fofana, it's getting me a bit excited now. It's getting me a bit excited. Cuba says, it seems nobody have a big fund this summer except for Chelsea, but wants to know £100 million bid this summer. PSI is screwing with everyone. No one knows how to deal with it. No one knows how to deal with it. At this point, you can't deny there must be a racist element to his thinking. You know, with Souness, it's such a... No, I'm not going to comment on that. I'm not going to comment on that because I think it's unfair for me to do that with my platform. I just say I think people should be smart with how they word things and approach players in public. I think they should be smart. Criticism is fine, but unfounded criticism... And perhaps I was too harsh on Antony today. Perhaps I was too harsh. But you know what? No, I think those are the platform with the place to speak. Should be a little bit more mindful. Just saying stuff like that. Højlund plus Fofana would be great business IMO. You know what? Højlund plus Fofana would be fantastic. Would be top tier. honestly, one second, chat. Trying to get you some more news before the end of the stream. Trying to get you some more news. Stay with me. Any Cheeto news? What an exciting prospect. We are set to strike with Hoyland, Xerxes, Hugo, Wheatley and Cheeto and a partridge in a pear tree. The thing with Cheeto, when I look at him, is with Cheeto, Graham Bailey told me that we have a verbal agreement with him. Although he's left Arsenal fully now, he's got interest elsewhere. I expect the deal to happen. 100 said, I heard somewhere after the transfer team is not fully sold on Nagate. You would be right, my friend. You would be right. Mark Gold was trying to rubbish that. I sort of chased it up. I wouldn't be too surprised. My guess is people like Brailsford love him. Because he's a very data-wise, he's top. Data-wise, he is top. So, like, look, I don't love the deal. I think there's a bit of tension within the United camp about whether we should sign him or not. And I hope we get any more news now. End the stream, chat. It's an absolute pleasure being with you. With you guys. So if you've enjoyed the stream so far, please make sure you smash the subscribe button. We're aiming for 10,000 subs in the month of, in this summer. By the end of the summer, it'd be great to hit that target. And as per, smash the like button. We're at 63 likes so far, 2 likes away from 65. If you haven't liked already, what are you doing? Get involved and show some support to the stream. I really appreciate everything. Remember, get involved with... sorry, chat, just making sure I've got something for you. Okay, sorry. Sorry. Make sure you get at me at Alex Talks all on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram, as well as on YouTube. I've got my own content coming out on there very, very soon. Make sure you get me up on that. And at mufcMPB on X to never miss a piece of United news. Let's see any last opinions from the chat. Why are you talking about Mark, Alex? I'm not. I was just saying, Goldwood was like, ignore the Ugarte sort of confusion. I think, you know what, there is a little bit of disagreement up top, in my opinion. So, chat. So, thank you so much for joining me. Sorry for a very confusing end to the stream. Trying to get some information. It's not exactly materialised. I appreciate all your support. I'll see you boys tomorrow at 11 a.m. See you, chat.